We are happy today to host this meeting of the French tech community in Hong Kong and Shenzhen, which is a significant name because it's the first time that two cities are linked in the French community all over the world. So I'm just here to welcome you, and I will pass the floor to Emmanuel and his team. I would also add to that the French state, the French government is supporting those French communities abroad, all over the world, and we are very happy to see that there is a thriving community here in Hong Kong and in Shenzhen, and so we are happy also to see Emmanuel and his team organizing this community and organizing so many events. And we hope that this will foster cooperation between French companies and Hong Kong companies in the tech sector. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Philippe. Welcome everybody, and first of all I would like to thank again the Economic Services and the Consulate to welcome us here.
I'm Emmanuel Carcassonne, the new president. I have a background in computer science and electronics, mostly involved in on the product side, hardware, mostly doing export of telecommunication products. So I'm president since October, and we have a great ambition for La French Tech this year. We want to develop the activity, the partnership, and the events we organize.
So I'm Fiona Young. I'm a digital marketer. I am the community lead of Hong Kong for La French Tech Hong Kong and Shenzhen. And together with the community lead in Shenzhen called Laurent Le Pen, so we are fostering partnership of the business in France and the GBA region, and also we impart insights for future technology leaders. Thank you, everyone.
I'm David Thierry. I've been volunteering for the French Tech for the past 3 years now, I think. I've been in Hong Kong for 20 years. Also, background is in finance, and now I'm working on the video platform.
I'm Odile Jiang. I'm VP French Tech Hong Kong. I'm based in Hong Kong with a profile mainly in finance, and very happy to support the international development of French startups and also link with the local Hong Kong and Shenzhen startups. Thank you.
I'm Ludovic Mandel from Montpellier, and I'm the Vice President for Shenzhen for La French Tech. And I have background in microelectronics, robotics. I've been a professor at Hong Kong PolyU. Now I'm working in a social edutech board game in Shenzhen. And I'm very glad that in the past years I have hosted most of the French Tech events with Laurent Le Pen, and some of the team came here. And we also come from Shenzhen to Hong Kong, just like now. So thank you very much.
Hi everyone, so I'm the finance guy. I'm an ex-banker here, arrived in Hong Kong 20 years ago, and I set up my own company in 2010, and we are helping tech companies to finance their development from Europe to Asia and from Asia to Europe. And I am also a member of vice chairman of the Hong Kong French Business Association in Paris, and I'm also the chairman of the Sciences Po, because I know many people from university here. I'm also the chairman of the kind of Sciences Po alumni in Asia, so the Cercle Asie in Paris from Sciences Po Paris.
Let's start with introducing everyone what is the French Tech Mission. So we are part of the Ministry of Economy and Finance. Our goal is to support the growth of French startup ecosystem. I was going to say that we promote the French Tech brand, and we have 17 capitals and 98 communities in France, and others like the rest of the world. We have a community, so we build a community in every region, and we support startups with various programs. So, for example, we have French Tech Next 40 120. So this is a program that we support 120 most successful French startups to become like a world-class leader. So you can see some of the examples right here. And the other program we have is French Tech 2030. So this is the program that we assist 125 emerging startups. So the aim is that they all have like a groundbreaking innovation. And we are in partnership with BPI France and General Secretary of Investment in this program. So in the tech ecosystem in France, we have 25,000 French startups.
I think one aspect that is also very important to mention is that it's going both ways. So of course, it's supporting the French startup and we're helping them internationalize, so tackle new markets. But on the other hand, it also works the other way. So we're trying to attract foreign startups to settle in France. When they settle in Europe, we'd rather have them in France. And that's also part of our mission. So that's why we are fostering this ecosystem. So the international communities, we are all volunteers. We are either French entrepreneurs or not only French, as you can see, we are Francophile people. We help the companies to set up and develop all businesses that are related to tech and that are willing to France. And as I said, local companies that want to settle in France, we support them in their growth phasings, maybe their hiring process. We provide them access to the fairs, to exhibitions. We add them to our network. So we're organizing events, we have panel conferences, and we have a directory that is open and available for members. And obviously, joining La French Tech is free, and it's a volunteer work, and we do that for free. So we're not charging to share the network. It's a win-win. We're working with the local people, and we all have something to win in fostering exchanges and helping the startup both of France and of Hong Kong. And by extension, the GPN, because we are French Tech Hong Kong Shenzhen.
We are a non-profit association with thousands of business connections. All our board members, they volunteer their time, personal time, professional time, their experience and networks to build bridges between France and the GPA.
So in all the fields of technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So we are organizing events. We also attending events on both sides of the border. And our biggest event in 2025 that we are collaborating with Business France is during InnoX. So we're going to be on the So French So Innovative pavilion like last year. We have some startup booths. And we are also animating the demo zone, so startups can showcase their products and services. And as part of this event, we are organizing with Business France a startup contest. So there will be one prize and two mentions for the startups in different fields: innovation, green tech, and one young startup. Actually, it's open for registration since the end of November. So we encourage people to participate in the contest. We are very lucky in Hong Kong that it's very well integrated. We're working with the Economic Service, with Business France, with the CCF, the Foreign Trade Advisors, with the French Chamber, and we all, this community is working together to further the interest of the companies, startups, and in our case for the tech companies. We're looking for partnerships, corporate partnerships, institutional partnerships in 2025 to be able to organize all these events. Now let's look at our community. So in terms of our age group, you have professional people. So as you can see, 25 to 54 mainly. We have a good mix of startup, SMEs. We have a little bit less of corporate, multinational corporations, and others. Let me emphasize that actually collecting the data is very new for us. So these figures are evolving with a very important French Tech initiative in 2025. It's called Women in Tech, and we're showcasing women every month.
which actually Fiona did a great job because she did not mention she's too modest, but she's with some other people, she's in charge of the podcast. And this month we just published a podcast with 3 women, so we did a very good effort. We have 3 in 1. It's a good achievement, and it's part of the initiative of showcasing the women. Because it's true that, like some other industries, tend to be male dominant, but I think it's very important to showcase all the achievements of the women. And so throughout the year, you will notice that in our podcast, in our videos, and all the different channels. So partnering up with La French Tech, why is that good? It's really good to position a company as a leading supporter of technology, and then showcase the innovation leadership. Then in terms of communication, showcase the brand in front of existing partners, suppliers, potential clients. Of course, we have all our social media, our podcast and our videos can help with their promotion. In terms of media return, extensive exposure on the social media, and as I said, we always have about 5% to 10% of press at the event. So in terms of press coverage, that could be quite interesting. We do, as I said, networking. So we can share our network, so introduce people to C-level decision makers and entrepreneurs. And that doesn't only work in the GPA. So as we said, we're an international network. So we work for APAC, we work for Europe, we work for Americas, and all over the world. Then of course we can organize the dedicated roundtables and events that are basically tailor-made for our partners. With different packages that if some people are interested, we can discuss. There can be yearly sponsoring or per event. Yeah, I just want to give some examples of what we're doing. So, for example, something completely unrelated, but recently HKSTP was attending CES in Las Vegas, and then they contacted us in order to see if we could help. So what we did, we actually put them in touch with the teams in Paris, so that they can get in touch with people going to Las Vegas. So it's really diverse in terms of missions and in terms of ways that we can create win-wins for the ecosystem. Thank you very much for your attention.